My name is Braden Scott. My project was to create an incident response plan for my organization, which is an organization of about 500 staff total, including about a dozen members on our IT team and 4 locations in the US. My purpose with our incident response plan was to help us be better prepared for an incident should it occur, in order to mitigate the impact to the business, as well as to facilitate as many activities as we could to remain operational. An incident response plan also for our own team is aimed at helping to improve our response time to incidents and to make sure that our team members feel confident in responding to an incident. The incident response plan also is useful in identifying response team members, as well as the proper communication channels for them to use, both between themselves and with other key people in our organization. The main phases of the incident response plan are the preparation, detection, analysis phases, containment, eradication, recovery, and the post-incident analysis. I have them grouped here because in our organization, we like to use the plan, do, check, act mantra, which aligns closely with these 7 phases, where preparation, detection, analysis are part of the plan, the overall plan step. Containment, eradication, recovery is the do step, and then post-incident analysis or lessons learned is the check and act or adjust step. Well, I can't go into talking about the specifics of my own incident response plan due to the confidentiality concerns with my organization. I do have some tools that I found very useful with developing the incident response plan. The first one is having checklists. Checklists are a good way to ensure that we have the steps clearly outlined for each of our team members, and to give visibility about where we are at in our progress with our incident response. The hazard risk matrix right here to the right also helps with developing the incident response plan by knowing where to prioritize the incidents that we want to include in our plan, and also will facilitate for any future incidents how to prioritize between multiple incidents occurring at the same time. And then thirdly, I also worked with our department to create a high-level network map to identify our main systems and look at the boundaries between them to see how the data flowed from one system to another, and to better know how we can ensure that any incident that occurs is contained. The main challenges that I faced with the incident response plan was really all wrapped up in mainly that this was a project of my own initiative. And so because of that, it wasn't a key project for the organization as a whole. And that was kind of amplified with a low internal staff for our IT department. And then further made difficult with the COVID-19 pandemic. Some additional insights that I did receive from the COVID-19 pandemic was we got to talk to the leadership in each of the departments to identify what roles were key to our organization, to our organization's critical activities, and what tools were needed for the employees in those roles to support those activities. It also reinforced for us the measures in place to know that we had, even prior to having an incident response plan, to identify what is working that we wanted to maintain. And then lastly, my hope is that with the lockdown, more businesses will be able to have opportunities to assess their internal security practices and policies. If anyone has any additional questions, I will be available on Thursday during the question and answer session.